Hello everyone, it's Nerdiness with Just So Nerdy. Today I'm going to be making a dress based on the movie Hellraiser. Because sewing projects are equal parts pleasure and pain, I thought Hellraiser would be a good inspiration. Pinhead's iconic look lends itself very well to making a dress. And I thought, what if I make a torture dress with sewing tools? I'm telling you guys, I think I'm going insane. So my plan basically involves 4 parts. I'm starting with a big skirt, like a ball gown or prom dress. Then I'm going to make a corset, which is going to include elements that represent the flayed flesh and hooks and stuff. Then underneath I'm making a turtleneck for the high neckline, and I'm going to finish it off with some accessories. Honestly, at this point, I'm not sure, but I know I want a pincushion tiara. So I decided to add a chiffon overlay on the skirt. I've never worked with chiffon before, so I don't have any clue what I'm doing. And it's very slippery and it's very difficult to work with, so I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna try to sew up one of these seams and see how bad I have it. Wish me luck, because if I even mess up once, it's gonna ruin the fabric. I'm scared. Yeah, see, that's not a good start. Okay, let's see. I guess that was a success. Time to figure out how to make an invisible zipper. I spent a lot of time trying to learn how to put in an invisible zipper, only to find that I had purchased a regular zipper by accident. Of course. I set this project aside for a few days. This is my invisible zipper, and that's gonna go right in here. I'm intimidated, but I'm gonna follow a tutorial that was recommended by Simplicity, who makes the pattern. 3/4 of an inch, okay. Okay, I think I'm getting this, everybody. I think I'm getting this. Now for the test. My invisible zipper clearly looks fine. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it goes all the way down. Yeah. Don't catch, don't catch, don't catch. Haha! Yay! I decided to add some horsehair braid, which will run along the bottom hem of both of the skirt layers. It'll make them stiffer and give them some more volume. So here's what it looks like. Gives it a little shape and some bounce and some pop. Yeah, I can do that. Cool.
We'll tear your soul apart.
So next step is I'm going to be creating a corset. The one that I want to make is the one that closes up front, and that's because I want to have some hooks going across it. I spent 3 hours or so cutting out fabric last night, so now it's time to start making the cups. I'm going to follow the instructions as close as I can. I'm not going to make any alterations at all.
You've done this before, right?
Many, many times.
I need to finish the top, but I also want to add an element of some lace to kind of mimic the flayed flesh that he has. That's my favorite so far. I'm gonna try a couple more. I've never actually seen needle threaders like this, and they look unbelievably sadistic to me, so I thought they'd be perfect to use as hooks for the front of the corset. I have 24 hours to finish a skirt, a corset, and make an entire shirt out of this pattern. I gotta get to work. I was determined to get this outfit at least wearable for Halloween. I plan to finish it later. So for the fabric, I chose this shiny velour stuff. It's like a velvet, but it's shiny and it's also stretchy. That's probably gonna be a mistake. This fabric is the devil. Okay, gathered for now. I've been looking at this thing for days, and I've decided that I hate it. This is the problem, this right here. I decided that this was too heavy and that I wanted more of the focus to be on the corset and the skirt. What if the shirt was sheer? It kind of doesn't add too much weight on top. I am going to remake this shirt. Oh shoot. I sewed this seam on backwards. So I grabbed my seam ripper and I ripped the seams and I pinned it together. I looked at it and I said, okay, this is right. And then I stitched it and it's still backwards. So I should probably check to see if this fits me before I put it on the dress form. Oh my God, why didn't I take my glasses off first? All right. Okay, that test is done. Okay, got the head over this. That's way better. So I want lines to go across here. I'm really kind of torn about whether I want to do this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this fabric and I'm going to cut out a strip to match these, and then I'm going to make the lines across on the strip, lay it on top, and see if I like the look of it. Because if I like the look of it, then I'll just transfer it onto this. Surprisingly, I was happy with how these lines turned out. I actually wish that they were more visible. Ow!
Every drop of blood you spill puts more flesh on my bones.
I think that's good enough. So, I'm done with the look. But the thing is, I don't really like it. That's hard for me because I like to do this and I like to make stuff. And so when I make something that really doesn't quite work out, it's disappointing and slightly embarrassing because I got to show you guys, and that's weird. So here's what the dress looks like. I made a couple of different changes. I took out all the sewing implements that were hanging. I was over that idea, and eventually I hated it. So I realized that I just wanted to showcase the dress. Okay, it's not the worst thing I've ever made, but close, but not quite the worst. The moral of the story is that you can still make stuff that you are proud of elements of. I have never made a stretchy mesh see-through turtleneck before. I've never made a corset before, and I have never made a skirt like this before. Never done an invisible zipper before, so I'm ready to move on to the next super weird project, no doubt. I don't know what it is yet, but it's going to be weird and nerdy, so I hope you tune in for that one too after this catastrophe. I might go to the store like this. I'm not really.